even more ways.
Well, this the there it is. Okay, so you don't have a live option.
Oh, they have a thing called managing moderators now. Lock words, change chat modes.
Oh, that's what it's called.
Okay. If you take that blanket off, you might get something done.
Well, yeah.
You know, I thought this was black. I really thought it was black.
It's okay.
No, like I for real thought it was black. This is so exciting. Come on.
I'm ready.
Oh, you got to turn the wrong way.
It was.
Oh, why you didn't just put it down here, right here?
Okay.
Well, if that's going to take forever, don't worry about it.
No, it ain't.
My first time going live. Oh my God, I gotta hurry up. I gotta get to the gym.
Okay.
You on your face on the
Didn't know you had pushed it.
Oh, I pushed about 3 minutes ago. You got up here crooked, Jesus. What in the world?
Okay.
What if you just let it run all day? Will I get my time?
Right.
Be like, watch my wall for me.
Like you big.
Yeah. Okay, going live for the first time. Oh my God, this is so exciting. I am so excited. Hey, Miss Tammy, I'm not gonna be on here long. I gotta get to the gym. Good morning, Tanya Howard. Good morning, good morning. But I do wanna do a brief teaching, so I'm gonna jump on into my teaching really quickly. Y'all can come back and watch it again later. But good morning to you. Thank you for being subscribers to my, so excited. It's something that I have so much joy doing these days, to my social media strategy, content creation, editing page. It's a branch of my business. I'm very excited about it. I have many clients at this point that I'm working with in terms of mentorship and coaching, also in content creation and editing. And one of the things that the Lord has been dealing with me about a lot is how you show up, because the way you show up is very important. And so I'm just going to do a brief teaching on that, like 10 minutes, and we're going to get out of here this morning because I got to get to the gym. But what I want to teach really quickly, because I absolutely love to teach, is about the power of showing up. And I want to use Joseph in the Bible. I want to use Joseph's path to promotion. So I want you to know this, number one, success in business and branding. Success in business and branding is rarely about a single moment. So it's not about a one-time thing. It's about consistently being present. I started my social media page. I was only on Facebook, big mistake. I was only on Facebook. I actually started my page in 2014. And for 2 years, my page, the growth was so slow that I think it was faster to watch paint dry. Lord Jesus. And then after a few events happened, one of which was me depleting my savings account, sowing a seed into my church, and trusting God for something to happen in my life in terms of my own business. Kid you not, true story. Next thing you know, one of my videos went viral within 7 days. So I had a viral video within 7 days of sowing what I call a breakthrough seed. Not getting into that right now. I just want you to know what happened for me. So in 2016, my first video went viral. And then 2 weeks later, after that first video, another video went viral. And together, those two videos probably had over 50 million views. And it changed everything about my life. But I have been showing up since 2014. It is now 2025, and I'm still showing up. So it's not about a one-hit wonder. It's not a one-off. You understand what I'm saying? It's you showing up with intention consistently. People cannot buy from you, follow you, or believe in you if they don't see you. And one of the things that I see with my clients, and one of the things that I do with my clients, and I work with my clients, a lot of my clients were afraid to show up for whatever the reason. You name it, that was one of the reasons. Because one of the predominant reasons were I don't like how I look, and I don't want people to talk about me. Well, if you don't like how you look, If it's something in particular, work on that, but still show up. And if you're concerned about people talking about you, ask God to give you tough skin, because people are going to talk about you. There's no way around that. But don't let people's opinions stop you from growing in your brand or growing in your company. So Joseph's life in the Bible reveals that showing up, even in hidden places, positions you for promotion. So let me give it to you. Number one, show up with integrity, even in small places. Joseph, y'all know the story, was sold into slavery, ended up in Potiphar's house. Even though he was a slave, he showed up in Potiphar's house with excellence. And because he showed up as a slave in Potiphar's house with excellence, Potiphar promoted him and entrusted everything to him. Do y'all see the example there? Do you see the blueprint there? Even though he was a slave in the house of Potiphar, he still showed up with excellence. So your brand is built on how you perform when no one is watching you. Because it's about your faithfulness and your posture. The people will come in time. Like right now, I'm not worried about how many people are on here. I'm just showing up because I know that's a prerequisite. You understand what I'm saying? So you just got to show up. So your brand is built on how you perform when nobody is watching. Did y'all catch that? Excellence in small platforms prepares you for larger ones. How will you show up when no one is watching, when your live video says 0? You got to show up the same way you would show up if it said 1 million people were live watching you right now. Faithful in the little, ruler over much. I had to learn this. I used to be so afraid to go live, like horrified to go live. What if no one shows up? What if no one watches my content? What if no one wants to listen to me? And then I realized it's not even about that. It's, will I show up and give 1,000% when I don't have an audience? Y'all know that's good. So here's the strategy. You have to treat every client, every single follower, every opportunity that you get like it matters, even when the numbers are small. You post a video, you get 5 views. Celebrate that somebody stopped and looked at it. We all want 1 million views. We all want viral videos. We all want viral content, and it's wonderful. But the way you act when you got 1 view is the same way we need to act when we get 1 million views, because people are people and every life matters. And God is looking to see what's going to be your posture when it looks like nobody's listening to you. One of the things, the good things about when nobody's listening to you, it proves you that you really believe in what God has given you. Because if you're waiting for an audience to confirm what God has given you, you're going to be waiting a long time. So you got to show up and believe in what God is giving you. You got to believe in your brand. You got to believe in your business. You got to believe in what God has called you to do when nobody else believes in you. As long as you believe in you, as long as you believe what God told you. Number 2, show up with your gift in hard seasons. So number 1, show up with integrity in small places when no one's watching. Number 2, show up with your gift in hard seasons. When it's hard, Joseph still operated in his gift when he was in the prison. He was thrown into confinement because Potiphar's wife lied on him and said he tried to make sexual advances, all lies, and he was thrown into prison. But even in the prison, he was unjustly thrown into prison. He was lied on and was thrown into the prison, but he never stopped flowing in his gift. He still continued his gift of dream interpretation in the prison, in the hard place, in the place of obscurity, while he was hidden. He showed up in his calling right where he was. Wherever you are right now, show up in your calling. Whatever hard place you're in, whatever unfavorable circumstances you are in, whatever is not fair, whatever, can you still show up in a hard place, in a hard season, and use your gift? Don't pause your brand. This is a big mistake. This is what the enemy wants you to do. Don't ever pause your brand or your company because of a hardship. Show up when it's hard. Somebody type it in. I will show up when it's hard. Listen, show up when it's hard. Show up with consistency. Because if you show up with consistency, even when it's hard, your gift becomes visible in dark places. Post when you don't feel like it. Go live when you don't feel like it. Create content when you don't feel like it. Serve even when you're tired. Because the more you show up, the more you're creating momentum. If you're waiting for the perfect time to show up and all the I's are dotted and all the T's are crossed and all of that, no, you're not. Number one, you're probably not going to do it. Number two, you're not going to be able to be consistent in it. But can you show up no matter what, even when it's hard? Number three, show up before kings. Let me give you the interpretation of that. Joseph before Pharaoh in Genesis 41, 14 through 16. Joseph was called unexpectedly. The day of his breakthrough, he didn't know it was going to be the day of his breakthrough. He had no idea that he was about to be sent for because he had a gift that will solve the nation's crisis. He had something within him, but he had been working on that gift in the hard place, in the prison, in the hidden places. So when they sent for Joseph, because Pharaoh had a dream that he could not interpret and nobody else could interpret it, and that's when they remembered that Joseph had the gift of dream interpretation. When they sent for Joseph, he didn't have much time. When they sent for him, all he had time to do was shave, take a bath, and change his clothes. But Joseph was already prepared because he had already been showing up in a previous season. You have to show up now for your next season. You have to prepare now for your next season. You can't wait until you get to your next season and say, okay, now let me prepare for it. No, the preparation has to happen now. The preparation has to happen now. So you have to build your brand. Like every post, every product, or every presentation may end you up in front of your Pharaoh, the one who can promote you and put you in charge of everything. And what I mean by that is put you in front of a decision maker or an investor. At any moment, somebody could call you, send for you, and they are major decision makers, major investors who want to invest in your company or want to hire you contractually or whatever because of the gift that you carry, because you showed up even when it was hard, because you became visible and you stood on that and you were consistent and your brand is consistent and people know that you're going to show up because you show up in and out of season. Somebody's going to call for you. Somebody's going to send for you. Somebody's going to want to say, hey, can you help me take my brand to the next level? Can you help me in this area or that area? I need your product. I need your service. That's the way it goes. The Bible says that your gift makes room for you and places you before great men. So your gift is what will open the door for you. So you cannot afford to sleep on your gift. You cannot afford to be inconsistent with your gift. Number 4, you show up as the solution every time. You don't show up randomly. You show up as the solution. Joseph was promoted to governor in Genesis 41, 39 through 41. Pharaoh said, there is no one so discerning and as wise as you. Joseph had already proven himself reliable by showing up in crisis. Listen, people follow consistency. When you show up repeatedly, you become the obvious solution in your niche. Let me say that again. When you show up repeatedly over and over and over and over, when it looks like nobody cares, when it looks like nobody's watching, when it looks like you're tripping, when it looks like you haven't heard from God, but you still show up and you show up every single day and you show up with consistency, you show up with excellence, you show up with wisdom, you show up with strategy, you become the obvious solution. Come on and speak it over your life this morning. I am the obvious solution. I'm the obvious solution to my niche, to my brand. I know I got it because I show up every single day. I have proven myself to be consistent. I show up every day. I work on my brand every day. I work on my business every day. I work on my content every day. Y'all understand what I'm saying? So when you do that every day, you become the obvious solution. Joseph became the obvious solution because nobody else had the answer. Be the one with the answer. I guarantee you, let a problem arise and only you have the answer, they will come get you from under a bush. If you have the answer, there's no distance that will stop someone from trying to get you if you actually have a solution to their problem. Because people want their problem solved. And the world has problems right now in need of solutions. Ask God to give you solutions. Ask God to give you strategy. Ask God to give you favor. Ask God to give you wisdom. Ask God to give you creativity. Who am I talking to? Position your company as the go-to by showing up with consistent expertise, with value, and with presence. Showing up is the seed for recognition and promotion. So I came just to tell you, it's show up season. You have to show up like you know who you are and like you know what you carry. Joseph's life proves when you consistently show up with excellence, your gift will make room for you. That's Proverbs 18:16. And I want to leave you with this. Don't despise the small rooms or the hidden places. Every appearance builds your credibility and prepares you for your promotion. The marketplace rewards visibility. Excellence plus consistency equals credibility, which equals promotion. One more time. Excellence plus consistency. Excellence plus consistency. Excellence plus consistency equals credibility. From credibility, you then have promotion. So excellence, consistency equals credibility, then promotion. Y'all have a great day. I enjoyed popping in. Show up today as the real you without apology. No more excuses. Show up and be consistent. Be excellent. Bye. Oh, subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to my channel. Follow my channel. Follow my page. See y'all later. Bye.